All right, guys, we are back now with the grand finals of the evening. This determines who's going to go on to the seasonal grand finals for the quarter 3 of the QIC and thus get in on that $9,000 US cash prize pool.
Yep.
The first prize getting 4,500, right?
45, yep.
Yep, 4,500 for first prize. Of course.
You mean US dollars?
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, like, well, you got to cut it 5
better.
ways now, so that means 900 per member of your team.
Yeah,
but
the
for an
first
online
one,
cup, that's
45.
pretty good. Really good for an online cup, right?
Yep.
Okay. So I'm wondering just what we're going to see here. What maps have been banned? What maps have been picked? Take selections as well. And it looks like Malinovka is going to be the first map of the day.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering when we're going to dive into lobby. No one's actually taken us there just yet.
Yeah, and I see a Hummel being picked.
A Hummel being picked.
Yeah, it's a SPG.
No, I
Well-
don't think it's picked. I don't think so. Maybe only a fake pick, I think.
A fake pick, yeah. I was thinking that sometimes maybe they will do those fake picks and just before handling out those tank selections.
Yeah, KB4 there.
Well, let's just, I mean, kind of stop and think a minute here, like, about this map and the playstyles we've seen so far. I mean, it's all been teams rushing up that hill, kind of like a little bit like Himmelsdorf, but it's with some encounter mode games, we see both teams back in the QIC 2 and 3. What they would do is they would just turn around and rush up the hill behind them, and that's kind of like the trend that we see happening here. They rush up the hill that's in front of them, I believe, and I mean, I could see how that would be useful in this situation. When you've got 5 tanks clumped up all close together, if you miss one, you might hit another. If 2 of them are right next to each other.
Yeah.
And sometimes.
But on this map, I think someone gonna choose a E2 again. Because of Immortal team, they use a E2 so successful on last match. So I guess they're gonna use that one. And if you use too many light tank and go uphill, I don't think that's a wise decision. If you got a lot of light tank, probably you got to trying to not get into the capture circle, but you have to set up a somewhat like defensive line, near the capture circle. Because if you have light tank, you need a view range, you need the camo, and you can snipe your enemy. Don't do that thing, like the beginning. They use a light tank and trying to shoot the mid tank, in the front. Otherwise, you waste your speed and camo.
That's right. Yeah.
So they're still on the tank selection. I don't think they're gonna use a KB2. The KB2 is.
What do you think about the Hummel?
Yeah,
Troll
if you use Hummel, I think that Immortal team they're gonna rush. Because of you got really low hit rate. If you want to shoot the light tank, you got really low chance to hit them. So that's somehow you only have 4 tanks. So they just use the 5 tank to rush you, and that's a bet, but they got higher rate to win. That's it.
So, he's still stuck on his T1 Cunningham. If I'm not mistaken, last time I saw Horseman playing was back when they were known as Yowie Flash Wolves. Maybe in season 1. I think I remember him seeing him using the T1 Cunningham a lot.
Actually,
right?
Fluso is not a team member on the season 1, even season 2. I think it's only on this season and the QIC.
Something to think about. All right.
It's a Coke. I think the Coke always use the T1 as a commander. But maybe you got memory about the QIC because they always join the QIC.
Now, talking about those tanks clumping together, you can shoot one, maybe miss, but hitting another. There's a new mechanism in 9.3. I believe it's a new one, right? Because bounce shell actually can damage another tank if it hits him.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
It's. I remember Edison telling me this a long time ago. He said, "I remember one shot bounced off of my teammate, then hit me, and it killed me."
Not kill me, it's hit, but not kill.
Yeah.
But this time they're gonna make damage.
Yeah, that's right.
Right. I'm wondering what the record in game is for the most bounces off of a tank. That's
Record
what
in
they're
game
wondering.
most bounces of a tank.
I think it's a VK 4502B. It's a tier 9 German heavy tank. If you in my record, I got like 2800 bunks. I mean the 28 hit point down bunks. I don't know how to say that. The somewhat like the gun can take like 400 damage, and if you bounce like 10 times, you got the 4,000 hit point bounce. I don't know how to say that.
Yeah.
It blocked that much damage.
The blocked by armor.
Yeah, that's right.
All the tanks were just taken out from Horseman here, and now they're just being put back into the game.
I think the highest bounce rate tank on the game right now should be the VK4502B.
How about the mouse?
Mouse is lower than him.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not joking because the tank is really OP after 9.3 or 9.2. 9.2, I think. Its front armor is super.
Okay, is it because the front armor is thicker, or is just because of
No,
the
not
slope?
only angle. It's thick. It's 200 millimeters thick, and got 60 degrees. So it's equivalent like 300 millimeter. 300 millimeter. It's not joke. It's not joke because of if you got some angle, it's non-penetrable. I think. Yeah.
Okay, so it's
Finally getting this underway.
We got 2 KV85, 3 T37 on the Horseman. Another team, okay, almost identical, but the Nvidia ACES got one more T37. Oh no, they have T7485.
Yeah, that's right. They don't have any heavy tanks in their line.
Oh wait, there's something I want to hail out, or just point out right now. The map name is actually misspelled right now. Hashtag made in Taiwan. It says male Dolph Gun, not
Yes,
Maui
male.
Dolph Gun.
Yes, male.
Alright. So okay. He says this is Stin from our production crew. He says don't make fun of stuff that's made in Taiwan. Thank you. Alright. So I'll just keep my commentary to myself from now on. Alright, so spawning to the east, it's going to be Horseman, and to the west, it's going to be Nvidia ACES, and they are not going for the hill.
Yep, because of they got lighter setup. They know the enemy got 2 KV85, a heavy tank. It got more hit points, so they don't want to shoot you fast too fast.
Right.
They're gonna take another strategy like capture, but it's really hard because of the capture circle is quite open right there.
Well, I am wondering myself, like, what exactly their strategy is, but I mean, not that. But I mean, like, if they're trying to get them to work into this like kind of concave that Nvidia ACES has right now, I feel like it's probably not going to work out. But Nvidia ACES has produced a lot of upsets before, so.
Yep. And right now, because of after Horseman up here, they're gonna know, okay, you are not here. That means you're gonna come close to the capture circle or camp at the best, so they won't rush down here. They're gonna be sniped, so they're gonna come back after they up here. Maybe take a draw, I think.
Yeah, I think so as well. I mean, that's probably the most valuable thing. What I could tell you right now is that Horseman, we've seen them do this before, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them do this again. But what I think they're going to do is try and figure out where their enemy is by scouting where they are not.
Yep.
And just go by logical deduction and say, okay, well, they're not at the southeast corner, southwest corner, or the northeast corner. So they're somewhere in the northwest region of the map.
Yep.
Or center northwest, for that matter. But gotta wait and see how, I guess you'd say, the cards fall in this house of cards, if you will. 5 minutes remaining on the clock, and we have to see some action come out here from one side or the other.
Yep.
To get the lead.
I think it'll be a draw because both sides are actually quite smart. They're very experienced teams, so they know that if we just do something like rushing out, it'll be totally.
It'll be a total disaster.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
right. And
yeah.
taking a draw is actually a strategy for the team. Yeah, so they will take that strategy.
Okay.
I agree with that
Yeah.
statement completely,
Yeah.
especially with how seasoned both of these teams are. They've been around for season 1, 2, now 3 of the QIC, and not only that, season 1 and season 2 of the Wargaming League APAC Asia.
Yep. And then they know, because of the not Nvidia, the Nvidia team, they don't have a heavy tank, so they don't want to upheal. That's it.
Gorilla is kind of taking a
Oh.
dangerous move here.
No.
Sirius knows where he is, I think.
Yeah, it's safe, but it's quite safe there.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's in a kind of a depressed slope, if you will, there. But, I mean, if Gorilla actually pokes his way up a little bit too much, he's liable to take damage.
Yep. He might got some damage, but it's quite safe there because of it. You can guard cover there.
Just have
Oh,
to
they
wait
rush.
for the right moment, and that is it.
Okay.
Yeah,
but the follow-up there-
are not rushing.
Yep, there's gonna be a sniper there.
Right. Nvidia Ace is showing again their balls of steel, their nerves of steel in this game. And they've shown us before, like, if they have to, they will camp.
Yeah, I just wonder if the Sirius see anyone there, because of the position is quite weird. I think Gorilla, if someone spot Gorilla might die there,
man.
We got both sides have a lot of sniper there.
First hit of the game is dealt out onto
Wow,
Gorilla, and he's taking more damage behind this. 357 is what it all stacks up to right now. Sirius gets away with only a single hit there, and another shot for 114 more off of Gorilla.
Yep.
If he continues to take damage like this, he's not going to be around for much, much longer.
Yep.
All right, so the question is, does Horseman play off? Oh, and now this is a nice this move to relocate from Nvidia Aces is actually...
Yeah, maybe Nvidia ACES, they just want, get more damage. Get an advantage on the assault mode.
Right.
Yep.
Assuming this goes to an assault mode. I mean, both sides, I think, would actually play this out as carefully as possible. And if that is the case, then, I mean, right now, Nvidia Aces is going to get away with the damage lead in that regards.
Yeah, but you know what? Somewhat. I feel I am not familiar with the Immortal team right now. Yeah, I never see they doing like this. They camping, they trying to take a defensive strategy. They no longer like Immortal.
My understanding is, and this is what hearsay comes from with the DPS team speak.
Okay.
I hop on their team speak every now and then, and what they tell me is that their commander is not the same guy that it was for quarter 1 of the.
So the Minyo take over the team right now.
Not sure.
Okay, their old commander is the
Real Rogue?
Unreal.
Unreal.
Unreal Rogue. That guy
Yeah.
was he's
Yeah,
not
but
around anymore.
No, I know him have a coffee shop. So
He
maybe-
owns a coffee shop?
Yeah, in the Vietnam.
Geez, no wonder why he had to quit playing World of Tanks.
Yeah, so I heard he have a coffee shop, and on the beginning he don't join the practice anymore. So maybe the Minyo already take over the team, I think.
All right.
So that's why they got a totally different style, I think.
So, for the time being, I mean, Nvidia Aces is dragging out that draw, and Horseman not at all eager to rush in and, I guess you could say, meet their doom or I guess meet their unperceived doom, if you will, versus Nvidia Aces Gaming, or rather meet their measurably perceived doom, excuse me. But they're moving in to some extent. Not quite fully collapsing, but I mean, Nvidia Aces relocated. They have not been discovered. There's 30 seconds left on the clock, and this is a game that is more than slated to go to a draw. Thoughts about going into the next map? What is it supposed to be exactly? Map number 2. Do we know yet?
I forgot. I believe it's shown on the lobby screen, right?
Of course. But I mean, like, that's going to be a while from now. We got 10 seconds left on the clock. Not so much in the way of something I guess you could call climactic play thus far. But both sides just blindly, well, not really both sides, but Nvidia Aces, or not Nvidia Aces, Horseman actually blindly firing there just a bit, but do we have to say it? Do we have to say it, guys? The game was a little bit boring, but at the same time...
It's boring. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll be back after 3 minutes with what could potentially be the final game of the evening. Don't go away, guys.
Hello everyone, I'm Jen Croft in Australia. Thank you for joining us for the World of Tanks live stream. Interested in playing tanks as well? Download and register World of Tanks for free on our portal. Search World of Tanks Asia right now. There's over 300 tanks for 7 different countries in World of Tanks, so give it a go. And better yet, get a friend to join you. There will be different tournaments for all levels of players who want to show their stuff. We also have a huge prize pool for the Wargaming.net League. More info on the WGL website. Follow our Twitter and Twitch for tournament news, and don't forget to like our Facebook fan page for more events and news. Can you tank it? Stay tuned.
All right, guys, so we are back now. I think this is going to about cut us up into the final game of the evening,
Yep.
right?
I think it won't be a draw anymore. I think because
Me neither.
it's much easier to engage. It's not
Yeah,
something like Melinovka. You are afraid about being sniped.
Right,
Yeah.
and if we look at the tank loadout coming out from Immortals, it
Oh,
looks
they
like
got light
this says anything but camp coming from from Immortals. They're
But-
not gonna camp this game.
Yeah, but they choose so many light tanks.
Yeah, it's really weird. Really weird on this map.
Okay, maybe their new commander have new style.
Yeah, new
If
style,
the
new
old,
strategy.
if all the immortal, you're gonna see the 5 heavy tank there. You won't see that many light tank.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, the
I
immortal
mean-
always heavy tank rush.
We've already seen, basically what a ton of light tanks can do to a ton of heavy tanks on this map, and I think as long as we see, and I mean, Yoi Flashwolves is actually in that game, in the heavy tanks, if I'm not mistaken, versus Soda on
Yep,
Siegfried
yep,
line.
Yep.
So, I mean, I feel like it's almost... I wouldn't say a total repeat, but it could spell doom for Immortals if they play this out the wrong way, or even if they play this out the right way.
yeah. Because a focus fighter, the immortal is still doing really nice. So if even use the light tank, maybe they're gonna have something different compared to Soda, I think.
How the DPM compares between T37 and KB85?
Yeah, but the T37 DPM is nice. that's right. But you know, KB5 still have a higher hit point. So even the T37 got a higher DPM, but the KB85 had the bounce rate is not that good compared to KBES, but 1S. But you know, normally the heavy tank fight into light tank. The heavy tank gonna win this one.
Okay.
T3485 tossed into the mix as well.
Oops.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We didn't start the game without him, did we?
No.
I mean,
Not
I
yet.
just started production crew give us the go, and I'm thinking, oh
Not
no,
yet,
we're
not
gonna
yet,
start
not
without Nino. We don't want to do that.
Yeah, but
You know?
he didn't choose any tank.
Yeah. Maybe he wanted to choose another tank? Oh yeah, okay, it's a T3485 again.
All right.
That means
Well,
he's gonna use a 122mm gun because of if you use a tiny gun like a 85mm, they already have the 4 T37, so you know you don't have to choose one more little gun.
Okay.
Let the one shoot me. I think that's
here we go. Siegfried line. Uh-oh, they spelled it wrong. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. It's all correct. It's all correct. Don't worry. All right. So here we are. Just wait and see. I guess
French.
Siegfried, I believe, is German.
Yeah, it's between French and German, so but I don't know. Shoot me.
Oh, the city.
It's a defensive line. It's not a city, you know. So I'm not sure. It should be France.
Ah, okay,
right?
okay.
It should be France, right?
I'm not all up to date on
whatever.
my World War II history and geography, but yeah. Now here we are at the south end of the map. It's going to be a Horseman and Nvidia ACES Gaming Alpha to the north. They are rushing the western side of the map,
Yeah.
and we can see what they're trying to do to Horseman this game. They're trying to shut them down before they have a chance to get into the city.
Yeah, that's right. Wow, this is such a good strategy.
This is
Yeah,
going to be a
that's
short
nice.
game, I think.
Yeah, that's nice, I think.
Yeah, so
But you know, there's still a lot of cover.
yeah.
Not that easy. I mean, you know, if you want to shoot a heavy tank, you have to come closer.
At this moment, I feel like the only one from Horseman who's in trouble right now is
The gorilla, I think.
Yeah, and I mean,
But the distance,
getting
you
away.
know, there is a 400 meter, I think. If you are running and they have to run. I mean, your enemy have to chase you and shoot you. So it's not that easy at all. You know.
all right. So here we go. It's gonna be a gradual rush into the capture circle. Horsemen, actually, wait. We're slowing down just a bit, but they haven't come to a complete stop just yet.
Yeah, they have the same, totally identical position to on the previous match. They're gonna use a 3 KB85 capture and use one defense south. They know you're gonna come in from the south, so they're gonna defend on south, I think. I mean, 3 get into and 2 defend. That's it.
Okay, well, I think it's
Yeah,
gonna.
I think they already capture,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, I mean, Horsemen may just win this one straight out. Like I said,
Yeah,
maybe
yeah.
we're gonna see a short game, but
Mhm.
I feel like the plan didn't quite come together for Nvidia Aces. But at the same time, part of it was due to their own hesitation.
Yeah, yeah. You know, because of Horseman got more heavy tank, and they already have the experience. Oh, we can use the heavy tank fighting your light tank, so they get into the capture circle immediately. They don't want to waste their time.
I think something that's going to be very difficult for the Aces to achieve here is getting all of the tanks on Horseman killed. But I wonder if it would actually be somewhat viable for them to
Oh,
get
they
the
got
reset
a
on the
nice
capture
angle
like
there.
that. Just continue firing shots to get resets.
Yeah, yeah. Nice. That's nice. You know. Oh, Hades.
500 damage
Oh,
off
down!
these, and
Wow,
out.
that's a heavy
that
tank.
that was only 2 shots, right?
Yeah, that's a heavy tank. You know.
Man.
Yeah, you use a light tank versus a heavy tank. That's a problem about it.
Exactly. That's what I'm talking about. Tier 6 Superman if you're in a
Mhm.
heavy tank.
Yeah.
All right. Well, at this point,
Oh, okay. Oh, he's reset. Nice.
Yeah, yeah.
Nice.
Is it
You know,
bunch shot?
I don't know where it's coming from.
Oh. it's from Sirius, the Sirius.
Yep. I think the Immortal team is still doing really nice because they got the north and south side, got a sniping position. So they're doing pretty nice. You know.
All right, so there we go. This game it's getting closer and closer to the end. There's no other way to say it.
Yeah. They're
Horseman's
trying to
taking a
find
lot of
the angle.
damage.
Yeah, they got more punishment, I guess. They got more.
Indeed.
Oh,
Nice reset
nice.
there for 60
Yeah.
seconds. 60
Clutch.
seconds on the capture.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed. But, I mean, right now, Nvidia ACES, they're not quite, how do I say this? They're not in the clear just yet.
They know. Okay, they know you are there, so
Right.
they cannot rush right now.
And they are exploiting the clumsiness of Horseman at this moment.
Mm-hmm.
Doing a good job as well.
Oh, they shoot. Okay. They should go
man.
to one direction. They know where is the enemy, so they should go to that direction and kill them. Not stand on the center. It's gonna be a draw or gonna lose this one. Because you got a lower hit point right now.
Yeah, and I think at this stage, even though we have seen that Nvidia ACES Gaming has lost a single tank, I think they still get away with the damage lead.
Yeah.
Just look at, I mean, we're talking about the heavies coming out from Horseman here. They can't possibly hope to chase down Nvidia ACES Gaming, but at the same time, Nvidia ACES can't really hide everywhere in 2 minutes and 30 seconds.
Yep. Because they got a lot of lighting.
Right. This reminds me of that line from the film Predator. They say, we're all going to the chopper. And then Arnold Schwarzenegger just says, no, we make our stand now. Or there will be no one left to go back to the chopper. And Zeus is evidence to that.
Wow, it's a big gun. One shoot got like 300.
Exactly.
Wow.
And that is something that I feel Zeus is very lucky not to have his tracks disabled or anything like that. But the shots have been returned as well. And everyone's taking damage on the team for Horseman, but Nvidia ACES is something else. They are being very nimble.
Yeah, I was saying that maybe the damage output might be quite similar. Let me check it. 1, 2.
All right. Well,
I think the Immortal, the Nvidia team is got more. I think they make more. Look like.
here we go. This is it. The final 120 seconds of the game. Only one tank has fallen.
Yep.
And Nino's going to poke up there just a little bit. He's going to use his guerrilla warfare tactics.
Yeah, I think the Horseman team, they should make a decision much earlier. Because the first one they killed who's that? Hades. After they kill Hades, they found that our enemy is on the north and the south. On that moment, they have to push one side. They just pick one. You cannot kill south or north, just forward and kill them and go back to capture. That's it. But they still stand on the capture circle, and finally they are resetting.
I think Horsemen, when I try and drag this out a little bit longer, they're going to, I think, just take their position in this series and take it into the assault mode game. So this is going to last a little bit longer than we had initially anticipated.
Yeah, but talking about pushing one side, but Nvidia ACES actually have light tanks. So if you're going to push one side, they'll just run away.
Yeah, they can run, but the KV-85 is not a slow tank. They got a chance to shoot you once or twice.
Oh yeah.
So you got a fight tank. You got a fight tank to shoot you twice or once, and you gonna kill you.
Yeah, that's enough. Yeah. Okay.
Well, this is I guess you'd say a teeny bit anticlimactic, but at the same time, Nvidia ACES said, hey guys, we know how to counterplay heavy tanks using just lights.
Yeah, I think the strategy is very, very good.
Yeah,
Right.
really nice. They know, we're gonna spot you on the south or north, and they shoot you on the other side. That's totally right, but the risk is what I say. That they're gonna push
It's
one
there.
side. That's that. Yeah.
All right, so my understanding is we're supposed to take this into a break, and then we will announce what is to be done afterwards.
Okay.
Hi guys, we are back after a lot of number crunching. I mean, you would be surprised how difficult it is for us to do math here, honestly. They put me in charge of it, and I just forgot all the numbers, and I'm just kidding. We finally got everything straightened out, and it looks like the map we're going to be playing on it, once again, is Sand River. Same for the 5v5 Cup as...
Yep. And
You're
right
there.
now, the Nvidia ACES got a home team, like you're saying. They make more damage, so they are home team right now in the assault mode.
Oh, yeah. I mean, like, this can be... it can be... Okay. So Horseman's is on home team, so they're defending. Right?
No.
Right? I'm sorry. I thought I heard...
Yeah, Immortal is on
Immortal
home
is a
team.
home
Okay,
team.
my bad.
Yeah, they're on the
Horseman,
south
It's getting
side.
too late at night. We're all getting tired, right?
It's a 10-19.
10-19, right? But when you're on
Yeah.
Atkins, when you're on the Atkins diet, it's a completely different story. It makes you very tired.
Mhm.
Okay, so Horseman on the offense, not too terribly surprising. I mean, like we saw how much damage they took in game number
Yeah.
2, even though we did
It's
see
quite
Nvidia
close.
ACES.
I think only maybe 300, 400 difference, I think. But,
Yeah.
you know, we can see that Immortal team still make more damage than that. And because of the reaction of the Horseman it's somewhat slow, so if they make decision much earlier, they can push forward much earlier, maybe they can win that one. But I think they are late for 1 to 2 minutes, I think. Whatever, you know.
All right. Well, I mean, we've seen. I think what's interesting to note is we've seen PvP on the defense on this map before. PvP, or was it team efficiency? I can't remember which.
I think it's PvP, and their opponent is the Japanese team.
Yeah, I forgot.
Yeah, and PvP. I think it's PvP camping on the southwest side of the map, and then
No.
In the
I think
beginning, what happened was-
Japanese team camping on the south,
okay,
and the
okay.
PvP captured.
They captured?
I forgot.
No. I believe
Whatever. I forgot.
What I remember was that the defending team actually failed to defend, is what I remember. They rushed out towards the center of the map there,
Oh,
that
that's-
means the enemy captured.
right?
Yep.
Because
okay.
they didn't exchange effectively in that 7 versus 7. But yeah,
I think PvP capture 100%. I think. Yeah, because the player is a little.
Oh yeah. Well, I think we're mixing two games on Sand River together.
Okay.
4 T-37s from both sides, and Mortal's packing that M43E2
Yeah,
for
you got a
A3E2.
E2, you know. That means the E2 gonna use on the somewhere to defend the capture circle, even or on the north side to defend someone rushed from the north, you know.
All right.
And I think the old Immortal team they gonna defend on the southwest.
So we're waiting for Rex to get back to his computer or just get his tank into the game. And Nino looks like he's got some kind of an issue on his end. And Hades too.
No,
Now they're
sometimes they're
back.
just checking things out.
Yeah.
Because if you're going to check, like maybe your tech tree or something,
Or
then
your
you'll-
modules.
Yeah, that's right. And then it'll say that
Consumables, excuse me. Yeah.
you're not over here.
All right, so 4 T-37s it is coming from Horseman, and we're still waiting for Rex to choose his final tank. Come on, Rex, what are you doing? We've been here for long enough, I think. All right,
Okay.
there we are.
Oh.
5 T-37s. This can be a little bit risky, but what's the key point, the highlight of the M4A3E2? The firepower?
Yeah, you saw that. You got a really thick armor on the
Oh,
front.
that's right.
Yeah.
I remember now.
The front armor is really nice, so it's really hard to penetrate if you shoot him from the front.
It looks like, how do I say this? It looks like a very short and stout duck. But
Yeah.
not like the I'm trying to think of what that tank was. It's for the BGDR-1, before the BGDR-1. That French tier 5 tank. It's before that one. It's
Okay.
the tier 4.
M40.
Yeah, I think
Right
so,
tank,
something like that.
M40 is
Something like that. But what country does the M4A3E2 belong to? Can you tell us that?
Yeah, USA.
America.
Yeah, you say.
Because our ducks look better.
So that jumbo.
Sand River. Everything was loaded out correctly. No misspelt names or anything like that. All right. Spawning to the south and on defense, it's going to be Immortals, and they actually fought pretty hard for their, Nvidia ACES, and they fought pretty hard for their right to defend, to be perfectly honest with you guys. Would you agree?
Yeah. Okay. I think the E2 gonna stand here. Maybe.
To the north, it's going to be Horseman. And they are just rushing it, and which angle they will rush to is the real question.
They're gonna stand on here, I think.
If they're able to get some good picks on this map, they'll be in, you know, a hell of a start, a hell of a good start, to be honest. But we have to wait and see how things pan out here. Apollo is going to poke up there just a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, it's very exposed there. 231 already. I think that was 2 shots that hit, not just one.
Yep, it's 2 shots.
Right.
And he didn't see anything there. Because of no return fire.
All right, so what is Apollo's role here, since he is in
Yeah,
the...
because of he got really thick armor, so he cannot watch the best. Because of too risky there. If you got a somewhat paper armor there, you're gonna die first. So you need a somewhat thick armor and stand there watching your best.
All right. And this is a game that Horsemen have to win if they want to go to the grand finals.
Yeah, and then you know what? Because they know later say E2. If I'm the commander, I gonna rush from the north because E2 is really slow. So if you rush in from the north, that means you only have 4 enemy, totally. So just kill them 4 first and go back to find the E2 because he cannot run, too slow.
It looks like you actually called that move correctly, Edison. They are doing that right now as we speak.
Yeah, not only, not my soul. I think every commander from the tournament team they're gonna do that because of E2 is really slow. He cannot support north. So right now you can see the Horseman rushing, and you're gonna see they're gonna kill those T37 on north. And you're gonna see that E2 moving very slow from north to south.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
And he's not gonna be able to get away unless by some miracle all the engines are damaged on Horseman. There we go, piloting 238, 471, 601 off of Tommy Yu. He is the first one to fall in this fight. 238 off of Nino. And it looks like the series is the next to fall. Nino running for the life, 453 and out of the game, 130 and 383 off of Gorilla and Rex. Respectively,
they have to wait.
350, 116.
They push too fast, I think.
And 558.
Okay, whatever.
305 off of Rex. He's 1 shot away from being knocked out of the game, but even if he does fall, he's got the backup and support of his teammate behind him. He is taken down. 575 off of Zeus. 575 off of Zeus. And now, Fuluso and None are going to chase down
gonna shoot his
Apollo with the aid of
Yep, totally right.
All right,
Wow.
that is something else. I mean, they certainly showed their glory. Our Taiwanese team finally. I mean, they kind of took this. I would say this entire series in graceful style.
Yeah.
There were definitely some plays that they played into by, I guess you could say, traps they played into. But I mean, do you have anything to throw at that set? This entire best of 3.
Yeah, I think they are pretty close. The Immortal team doing really nice on the second one. They set a strategy really nice. They use how to use the light tank, but finally they choose E2. I know that E2 is really nice to watch the best, but your enemy you cannot watch here. I cannot rush north. That's it. So that's why the Horseman with this one, I think. But I don't think the Immortal team make a big mistake. Actually, use the E2 to watch best is not that bad idea. Maybe he can shoot quite a little bit north. If you capture, I cannot down the hill. That's okay. But in the beginning, he just stand there, and it's a heavy. It's a mid tank, but the armor is like a heavy tank, so it's moving really slow.
Right.
So if you from downhill to uphill, it take a lot of time to up. So that's why they lose this one.
Absolutely. And I mean, like Horseman, they played it out logically. They made every logical deduction they needed to in that final game, and they pulled out the win.
Yes,
so,
that's it. Okay.
Let's show you guys our final ring girl, and then we are done with the show for the evening, guys.
Yep.
Don't go away. Ring girl. There we go. Ooh, Jen Croft.
Nice.
All right. So, for those of you just now tuning in, I think Edison and Alpha are enjoying her company quite well. And I know a lot of people in the production crew actually think that this girl is their favorite. But I can't really decide, to be honest with you guys. All right, so. She is holding a final piece of code. That is ASIA Q3 5v5 at T6B. That is tier 6 and bonus, I guess? Bonus, maybe?
Yeah, it should be a one-day bonus. One-day premium.
1 day premium it'll be. All right.
So the pro is
Her name is Jen Croft. Remember to go to the appropriate URL to vote for her, and just make sure you vote for the other girls if they, if Jen isn't your favorite. But I think we're just about ready to wrap things up here for our production crew. I think our production crew is enjoying looking at her for too long. All right. This has been, a pretty crazy evening thus far. We've been here a little bit later than expected, but all's well that ends well. And do you guys have anything else to throw out there?
Let's say.
That's it? That's it? Okay,
Yeah,
so I'm Breaker.
Let's say Edison.
And I'm Skip Alpha.
And we will see you guys next Wednesday.
Bye-bye.
Have a good night.
Bye, guys.